Howdy folks, making a video here about what system, what next generation system am I going to purchase? Am I going to purchase a PS5 or am I going to purchase the Xbox Series in 2020? I think, well, before I come to my conclusion, I'm looking up this server here. Before I go to the Xbox One, particularly when you look up the 360 servers, they do say that even though they stop manufacturing the 360 consoles, the Xbox 360 server will remain online. But that's not true. It's been, I know for a fact, it's been more than a year and the server has not been working on the 360, so you cannot watch Netflix, you cannot stream anything, and you can't update your profile. That is what I do know for the Xbox 360, Xbox Live on the Xbox 360. So that's a minus for Xbox Live, and I own both consoles. I own almost every console technically, but particularly we're just going to talk about the PlayStation and the Xbox. Now the PS3 console, you can still update it. It works. I made a video about this before, but why Sony PlayStation have another win versus the Xbox consoles, and one of the reasons is on the PS3 it still works. Serve us up, you can watch YouTube, you can sign in, you can update. So I know for a fact, as of right now, February 2020, the PS3 still works online, but the Xbox 360, even though it says right there that the server will remain online, is not true. And so that's a minus for the Xbox 360. And I know that the Xbox 360, it's an old console and it's time to move on. But there are games that they moved on, but they still work online, like Call of Duty, for instance, for like at least 10 years, like Modern Warfare 1, until they remade it with the remastered, then they shut down the server, right? But I know, like, I have Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, PS4 regular and a PS4 Pro, but sometimes I want to use my old console that still works, and you can't sign in or go online, and especially when everything's in the cloud. So that makes me, like I said, I'm unbiased. I love the PlayStation brand and I love the Xbox brand, and I have way more games on the 360 and Xbox One than I do on the PS3 and PS4, and digitally also, and hard copies. And I did plan to buy the next generation Xbox. I mean, because I love my Xbox One X. I'm running 120 hertz in that Xbox One X, and I'm looking forward to running 120 hertz in 4K, because right now, currently, the Xbox One X can only do 1440p in 120 hertz. And I'm looking forward to the next generation. And then, like I said, I'm a Gears of War fan. So I literally got an Xbox. The original Xbox, I got it for Halo Combat Evolved, just for that game alone. And For the Xbox 360, I got it technically for Gears. I mean, that was like the only game that I got it for, was for Gears. So, and I own every Gears up to date. Um, and I'm enjoying the hell out of Gears 5. I just wish they released more maps. And I even have money in there because I'm waiting for better characters so I can buy them. You know, I mean, I even spent like, they have iron coins, and I spent like, I bought 10,000 of those. I haven't spent all of it yet. So I was looking forward to buying actually both consoles, PS5 and Xbox One Series, but turns out it turns me off when the server is not working. Um, just because you can't even sign in, and and I have games that I want to move into the cloud from the hard drive. I can't do that, and I have so many games that where I left off. I don't know if the saved in the cloud is more current than the saves in the hard drive. I don't want to overwrite it, and it's difficult. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking, um, I'm thinking if there's gonna be one console, it's gonna be have to be the PS5. And then on top of that, as far as like if you want to record, you know, your gameplay and share your footage and your thoughts on the Xbox One side, Upload Studios, Xbox One, the most you can record is up to 5 minutes, and if that's running in 720p. If you want to run 1080p, it's 2 minutes. On the PlayStation side, on SHAREfactory, you can record 1080p. I believe it's 1080p up to an hour. So that's another win for PlayStation there. You know, and of course when you game on a console, you game where your friends are at, and you games for the games that you can't live without, that is exclusively to that console. So you're gonna like your console of choice for that fact. But for me, I'm unbiased, and I just keep on buying both. But it turns me off when their server, if they shut down their server, they should just let us know that it's shut it down, so that way that, you know, so that we're not misinformed. Yeah, and so yeah. Now I'm pretty sure the Xbox One Series X, I'm pretty sure you can play like 100% of all the Xbox originals and Xbox 360 games. I'm pretty sure you can. Um, but the Xbox One, you can't play 100% of the Xbox 360 games on it. So yeah, so it's almost like pointless. And plus, 360 still, my 360 still work, and I'm just not, I can't really utilize it anymore. You know. So yeah, going forth, I'm thinking perhaps I'm just gonna leave the Xbox camp, and if I do buy the next console, which probably I will. I'm just gonna have to get the Sony PlayStation, you know, until PlayStation do something, until Sony does something that makes me turns me off from their product too. So, and if I'm in a mood and have the itch for Xbox games, my Xbox One X still works just fine. I'll play that until it dies, you know. And especially next generation exclusive games, I can still buy it on the Xbox One X. So it's almost like there's no point for me to buy. There's no point for me to buy an Xbox anyway. Plus, I got PC. If I really needed something that you can only play on an Xbox One console, then you can just get on a PC. So technically, what's the point of buying the next Xbox Series X for? You know, where the PS5 can do just the same. And of course, as of right now, it sounds like the Xbox One is going to be more advanced, more powerful, just like the Xbox One X right now is more powerful than my PS4 Pro. And I own both of those, and I know for sure, I know for a fact that Xbox One X looks better, runs better, you know. But going forth, you know, obviously, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a unboxing when the next generation comes. So you'll know if I change my mind or not. But for sure, most likely I'm gonna buy the PS5 only. But if I change my mind, then I guess I'll have both systems. Unless someone buys me the Xbox One X or the next Xbox Series. Unless someone buys it for me for a gift or whatever, I'm just gonna probably only unbox the PS5 if I can get my hands on it right away. So until then, today is what, February 20, 2020. So as of right now, my thoughts are there's no point in buying an Xbox One, or there's no point in buying the next Xbox Series. You know, it's just really no point. Like I said, you can buy the games on the PC if it's for the exclusive ones. That's only on that Xbox console. And on top of that, I can still play on my Xbox One X, and it still runs great. So yeah, so that's just my thoughts on the next console to get. Will most likely be the next PlayStation 5, because there's no point in buying the next Xbox, especially when the server doesn't work. I mean, cry me a river, right? But if that PlayStation didn't work, then fine, right? Like when they decided on the PlayStation side to charge the same as the Xbox, they're not doing nothing that's really different than the Xbox, so I can't get mad at PlayStation. But as far as the server goes, if the PlayStation 3 servers are still working, then the Xbox server, I can get mad about that. You know, that's not good business practice in my book. But until next time, thanks for listening. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hooded Dragons out.